video. Today we're going to go and take a look at our boy Jace. Now, Jace got an EZA during the 350 million download celebration, and he's actually a pretty good free-to-play unit, right? Who has got access to this very, very solid scouter effect, right? So let's go ahead and give our boy Jace a sticker right here, and we'll test out this pretty solid support type unit that is also going to be pretty interesting with that scouter ability that he's got. His sticker is pretty horrible, though. Alright, so we're here on the Dragon Ball Seekers team with our boy Jace. Dragon Ball Seekers is definitely a team that has gotten some major improvements throughout the 350 million download celebration and just this year in general. I remember it was a category that once upon a time, it's like, man, it's hard to see this eventually becoming like a top tier team, but I do feel like they've done a pretty good job with it. So Jace. The thing about Jace that's very good with him is that if you could, for whatever reason, get him the super attack in like slot 1, like we could do right here, Jace raises defense for 1 turn on super, so he's going to get 30% defense right there. But then he also gives all allies 20% attack and defense on super attack as well. So he'll, like, Ginyu's going to be over 200k defense with that. Let me see. Jace is also getting 90% attack and defense start a turn. He gets 20% attack and defense with each attack performed, so he'll build up a little bit. Extreme class allies get 3 key 30% attack. He shows where the enemy super attack is. And then Ginyu Force category allies get an extra 40% defense if there's another Ginyu Force ally on the team. So let's go ahead and sort of see some of the numbers that Jace is able to put up. I feel like Jace is a solid support type unit. I feel like they potentially could have made him a little bit better. I think the way Jace would have been really insane is if they had just made him just, like, take away a lot of the damage and just make him more defensive. And I think Jace would be so valuable, right? Again, with the Scouter, he's giving key. He's gonna help Ginyu look really good, right? Ginyu, I feel like, as like a free-to-play unit, is just like very powerful, right? I don't think you're typically seeing free-to-play units that are like, you know, just like a free-to-play tier. Like, remember that like there's like free-to-play units like, you know, Prime Battle Frieza or something like that, and like Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, where it's like you got to go through a lot to like awaken them and then also just to EZA them. And then there's units like Ginyu, where it, like the entire process, like start to finish, including EZAing everything, like an hour or something, like less. It's so easy to get Ginyu done, right? And I feel like that's like a huge positive effect for him. With Ginyu, by the way, the weakness of a lot of these Ginyu Force units, definitely going to be their link sets, right? Ginyu Force, Signature Pose, Tag Team of Terror, Brainiacs, Flee, and then Shattering Limit. Let me take a look at Flee real fast. The Flee link, huh? Let's take a look at this. Ooh, oh boy. Yeah, I'm really glad. Wait, he could have that with Gyro, actually. What does Flee give? Okay, so this gives 2 key. And then when HP is 50% or less, you get a 10% chance to dodge. That link is so bad. Are you kidding me? Why is it so bad? That's ridiculous, dude. All right, let's see what's Jace's defense right here. 100k, okay. Let's see what damage he puts up on this turn. You are kidding me, man. That's so goofy. All right, so let's see what our boy Jace gets in terms of attack stats. I mean, his attack numbers are not going to be really crazy, but I mean, he's meant to be a support. I actually, again, wish his attack numbers were a little bit worse and his defense is a bit better. Because, like, defensively, he's okay, but I don't know if he's good enough defensively as a support where I'm going to be running him all the time. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. All right, we're actually able to get one more turn of our boy Jace. So this is with Jace fully built up. The last little bit of defense will activate after he actually attacks, plus the 30%. So I guess, I don't know, he's going to be right around 200k defense, actually. I mean, that's pretty good. That 200k defense for a floating support, like, I'll definitely take that free-to-play floating support. I believe they'll be at 200k, because, again, there's one more 20% defense that activates when he does this last attack, right? And then he has 2 separate defensive procs on his super attack effect. So, yeah, he's looking pretty good. Our boy Jace, man. No slouch. This is a good turn for him as well, because we have him linked up with Ginyu. And then, of course, we've also got Garlic Jr. right here. Garlic Jr., of course, being one of the better villain supports in the game, probably. All right, so what does Jace get to? Over 2 million, okay. 2 million with what I am thinking is around 200k defense. Not bad by Jace. All right, now over here on the Planet Namek Saga team, we should be able to see some good stats here with all of the other Ginyu Force members around, right? Obviously, Tech LR Ginyu is giving 50% attack and defense to Jace. Physical Ginyu is giving some support as well. Remember that full power freeze is a 170% attack and 150% defensive leader. 1.63 right there by Jace. Again, remember that when Jace super attacks, he is giving the entire rotation defense, right? It's another sort of important thing to keep in mind about Jace and, you know, him sort of super attacking, right? I don't know how much I like that effect. I mean, it's good for Jace himself that he gets, you know, basically double defensive increases on his super attack effect, but that give all allies defense, for the most part, I would say that's not really that big of a deal because you're probably not going to be running Jace in slot 1 most of the time, I would imagine, right? It's like you would only really be activating that if, like, you get really lucky and it's like, you know, you see that the enemy super attack is in the last slot and maybe the first slot's not getting hit too many times, so you could go ahead and toss Jace over there, right? But for the most part, you're probably going to want to run Jace either in slot 2 or in slot 3. I would think, right, for the most part. All right, so we'll get one more turn here. After this, I'll probably go to the Space Traveling Warrior team. I think Space Traveling Warriors is pretty much where you see a lot of the Ginyu Force members and, you know, just a lot of these, like, units sort of look at their best. Space Traveling Warriors is, like, a pretty solid team at this point, and, like, Bojack is able to work really well, of course, on Space Traveling Warriors as well. The leader, right, he's supporting the whole team, which is just, it makes the team just function very comfortably, right? All right, so we'll be able to get Ginyu Force, Signature Pose, and Brainiacs all active right here. That will be pretty good. I'm going to do this. Go ahead and have Ginyu get his 18k super attack first, because I believe it does give a little bit extra damage. 147k defense by Jace. Yeah, not bad, because he's getting buff from, you know, him doing an attack, and then the 2 super attack effects. So, you know, here he is over 200k defense again. That's, like, sort of, like, for, like, again, a floating support unit hitting 200k defense is good. That is definitely good. I will absolutely take that. So, yeah, these Ginyu Force free-to-play EZAs, man, they're real solid. I think they did a really good job with a lot of them, right? They definitely have a lot of value, and, like, these, you know, they're going to be good in Super Battle Road. Yeah, 2.5, basically, right there for Jace. Pretty solid stats as well. Okay, my boy Jace cooking. Look at Jace. Wait, definitely don't look at Piccolo. Oh my god, Piccolo. You were bad. No, Piccolo. Oh, brutal, dude. That Piccolo. What were they thinking? Poor Piccolo, dude. No. All right, now we're over here on the Space Traveling Warrior team. We'll go ahead and let our boy Jace build up a little bit. Remember that he needs to do, 3 attacks to fully build up. And we could sort of, you know, get a good look at some of these stats. Space Traveling Warriors is definitely a very good team at this point, right? You know, LR Full Power Frieza was a tremendous addition to the team, having, you know, either the best unit in the game or number 2, but definitely the best unit on this category, right? You could get Full Power Freeze on here and just completely build, like, a support, like, build around him. It works really well, right? The 350 million download celebration was really good for several teams. Dragon Ball Seekers, Planet Namek Saga, Terrifying Conquerors, Space Traveling Warriors, all of those teams, right? Looking just a lot better after this celebration. I also am able to bust out and dust off the 50% support hit. 50% support hit is definitely one of the better 50% supports. It's such a shame. At this point, I think a lot of them have actually aged, right? I think most of them aren't really that good at this point, like the Physical Gohan, EGL Pan, you know, Second Form Cell, Tien. A lot of them, they're just really not that crazy, right? There's only a couple, Int Gohan, Kabe, and Hit, that I think are actually like really capable options, right? All right, so here's a very strong turn for Jace. Yeah, 150k defense already. This is a good turn for Jace, right? we're getting a huge amount of support. Next turn, we'll see him fully built up with 100% support, right? He's getting 50% from Tech Ginyu, and he's also going to be getting 50% from the 50% hits. That's going to be a good turn. Yeah, 2.32 right there. If the additionals, he'll be fully built up. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Remember, additionals are crazy on Jace, too, with all the defense he's getting. I might go grab some extra additional equipment, actually, for him. I think I might do that. Right, because remember, we there's the new, like, the Grand Priest event, right, had a new stage where we can go ahead and get good equips for the Ginyu Force members. So that's the other thing. A lot of these Ginyu Force members are pretty solid, but you can also very easily get, like, very solid equips for all the Ginyu Force members. So that's definitely going to be, like, a huge boon, right, being able to have them with good stats and stuff like that. But, all right, so Jace is fully built up. So let's see what our boy Jace is cooking on this next turn, and then we will go ahead and finish up, right? So, again, let me know what you guys are thinking about this STR Jace. I think our boy is pretty good. I think STR Jace is actually a very solid unit right here. Oh, this is unfortunate. Okay, of course. I guess I'll... Damn, you know, I really want to get this exact turn. I think I might just skip it. What is his defense right here? Yeah, 200k with all the increases. So this is, like, I think the best rotation for Jace, but I would like Jace in the middle with the Tech Ginyu super attacking first. I think I might, well, yeah, because we get Shattering Limit and Ginyu. I don't know. Let's see what he does right here. Maybe I'll keep going and we'll get this rotation again, except I can put Tech Ginyu in the first slot. That would give Jace a little bit of extra power from Shattering Limit and Tech Ginyu supering first. Yeah, 2.94. We could probably jump over a 3 million attack. So let me come back with that rotation and let's see what we get. All right, so let's see what our boy Jace could do now. All right, my boy Jace. We're going to see... we should break 3 million, right? Which, hey, free-to-play EZA unit, that's like the easiest shit in the world to get. Like, you know, pretty solid. We are going to get an extra link to Shattering Limit from hits active. By having our boys sort of in this middle slot right here. So that's going to be pretty good. And then again, remember that the Tech LR Ginyu gives a little bit of extra attack to extreme class units on their 18-key super attacks. So let's see what Jace gets right here. And he gives us a 3.2 million attack set. So there we go. There is EZA, you know, Ginyu Force free-to-play unit Jace from the 350 million download celebration. Not really too bad. Our boy Jace, not bad. Alright, so this is Pride of the Force, Jace. His leader skill, Space Traveling Warrior category, key 3 and 77% of stats. Or STR type, key 3 and 50% of stats. His super attack is the Crusher Ball, which raises defense for 1 turn, does supreme damage to the enemy, and then raises allies' attack and defense by 20% for 1 turn. His passive skill, Target Acquired, gives him 90% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gets an additional 20% attack and defense with each attack performed, up to a max of 60%. He gives extreme class allies 3 key and 30% attack. He shows you where enemy super attacks are. And then he gives Ginyu Force category allies 40% defense if there's another Ginyu Force category ally on the team. His link set, this is the weak point of the unit, is Ginyu Force, Signature Pose, Tag Team of Terror, Brainiacs, Flee, and Shattering the Limit. 12 key multiplier is 135%, which is, you know, lower than we expect to see, but I mean, this guy came out years ago, right? In terms of EZAs, there actually is 2 Jace could be useful on. There, of course, is the physical full power Frieza EZA, as well as the LR physical Bardock EZA. Both you could use Jace to help you earn some Zenny. And then finally, our boy Jace is on a couple of category teams here. For starters, he's on the Ginyu Force team. Definitely looking a lot better after this celebration. Jace is also on the Planet Namek Saga team. Also a lot better after the $350 million celebration. Jace is also on Dragon Ball Seekers, which is looking a lot better as well. He's also over here on... What is this? This is Terrifying Conquerors right here. One of the better villain teams in the game. It does need a new leader, but the team is definitely looking good. Then he's also over here on the Special Pose team. Jace, I think, is going to be a very good unit to help global players take down Special Pose category Super Battle Road when that comes out. And then finally, Jace is on the Space Traveling Warrior category team. So there we go. There is free-to-play Jace. Pretty solid unit, all things considered. Not bad, Jace. Not bad.